Hey guys, LSAT here, and today I'm going to be doing a full locker showcase. Now, I'm not Ali A over here, I don't have every skin in the game. But as you see, I've got quite a few skins. Now, I am gonna show you all of them because it's not really a lot, even though I said it is, but it's not. So, keep in mind, I've only been playing since Season 3, but I didn't get the Season 3 Battle Pass yeah, so I only have things going back to the Season 4, like, Battle Pass. But, so yeah. So let's just start it off. The AIMs, I'll take the back blings off so you can kind of see what they look like. So, the AIM skin here, he is the most recent, whatever you call it, the, blockbuster skin, but this season it was called the Hunting Party. Now, the Hunting Party, you had to get, well, for all of the blockbuster skins, you had to get 7 out of 10 weeks of challenges done to get this skin. You had to complete all the weeks. And yeah, so this is the latest one. I think this is the second best one. I'll get into what I think is the best one. So yeah, they haven't really gone into the Skye, what he's sort of doing here, but you can see a parachute that he like dropped that has the same, like, it looks like 30, but it might be something else. Just 30 thing on the parachute in Flush Factory. So yeah, that's the AIM skin. So yeah. Next we have the Calamity. Now this is the first unlock you get for Season 6 Battle Pass. And she is like most of the first unlock legendary skins. Like a progressive skin. So first she's just base. There used to be a glitch with Jubilation, but they took that out because you know, it's family friendly. So yeah, they're just sort of plain here. Oh, you can also change the color. I like to use purple. I think this teal color is getting overused with the sculpture bear and stuff. So yeah, you have the base, then you sort of have like the stage 1 here, sort of getting more like clothes and stuff. Then I think this is sort of the worst transition here, whether this one to this one or this one to this one. So then you have the stage 2, sort of different. Then we've got the stage 3 here. The only thing different about this one is you get the little like side thing. I don't know what that's called. And the only one I'm up to now is the coat here. But this coat is kind of like what's it called? Drift. I'll get into him. So when you run, that coat kind of like goes behind you. But then, as most of the top tier ones, she's sort of like glowing and like all this like weird mist stuff is around her. And all the colors here are, you got white, got teal, purple, and then black. You gotta get 50 challenges for it to be black. So yeah, it's the Calamity. Next we have Carbide. Now he was the first unlocked progressive skin for Season 4. Now,
oh, that was you.
I have,
That scared me.
so, I've got the, I did not get max tier Carbide for Season 4, because these new, seasons, you kind of gotta get, you gotta get XP to get the different stages. But in Season 4, which was, now this was the first ever progressive skin. So yeah, this is the first progressive skin ever. So it's kind of pretty cool there. But the second progressive skin that went with this one, I think is better. But so, you know, we've got the Carbide here. The base, he looks alright. I mean, not the best. But then there's this is probably the worst one. If you're going in with just this, you're not looking that fire. The little chest piece here. Then you've got the legs, it looks like. Armored up legs. And you've got the arms. This is actually the one I like to do. I don't really like the mask that he gets. This one. I don't really like it. But it's kind of what you gotta have. But then you can, if you had gotten to level 65 in season 4, you could get these different colors here. So you could have yellow, green, pink, or blue here. So yeah, that's Carbide. Next we're gonna get into the Cuddle Team Leader. Kind of a better, kind of a more simple skin. So this one is part of the Valentine's Day set. Now, Valentine's Day is the one holiday that sort of it's not rare like the Christmas skins or one of the Halloween skins, the Ghoul Trooper. They're sort of rare, like, well, they are rare, but this one it comes out like every month or every 2 weeks sort of, and it's set with the Love Ranger. I don't have the Love Ranger, but yeah, the Cuddle Team Leader here. Next we have the Deadfire. Now, Deadfire, I wish I could show you. I don't really feel like going into a match though. But the Deadfire is sort of the boy version of Calamity, but you get the Deadfire in the shop. Well, you could. It was a limited time for the Fortnite Mirrors event. Now, a reactive skin is sort of when it so we have the progressive skins here. So you kind of pick what you want your skin to look like before you start. But with the Deadfire and yeah, this is the only reactive skin. There's some reactive back blings, but this one, when you play, like when you're killing people or like surviving the longest, you kind of turn into what the little icon looks like. Like you start glowing, you turn all blue and stuff. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So next we have Dire. Now Dire is also a progressive skin. He is the tier 100 for season 6. No, this I think is kind of dumb. They didn't do this with Ragnarok, the season 5 tier 100, but so season 5 and season 6, to get up your progressive skins, you would get XP. Now, when you got what's his face? When you got Ragnarok, all your XP transferred from like your drift to the Ragnarok, so you would have the same amount. But the thing with Dire is once you get Dire, your stuff restarts. But only for Dire. If you're still working on Calamity, then you keep that. But I only have 2 stages of Dire so far. But it doesn't redo your challenges, so that's good. But yeah, you gotta do this one. You have to stick with this other ones if you've just got him. But yeah, he's got the human, which I think is probably not even the worst one if we're going into the 3rd and 4th ones. So then we have this sort of half wolf. This is the only one I have. It's a werewolf. This one's probably the 2nd best. The brown werewolf here. Then we have the gray werewolf. I don't like this guy. I think he's pretty bad, actually. The white werewolf, I think, is the worst one. This one does not look good to me. Not very cool. But then we have the black werewolf, which I think is pretty cool. It's kind of I have a feeling that they've done this for all the tier 100 skins so far, except for John Wick and this guy. They're probably gonna make a female version of this skin of Dyer. It's like a female werewolf skin. Yeah, 'cause they did one for Omega and they did one for Ragnarok and Black Knight. So here we have Drift. Now Drift was the tier 1 for season 5. And he is sort of just I don't know if I really like this skin. He looks alright. I mean, so tier 1 is just base, like he's got this dude doesn't really look like a legendary skin here, but yeah, just the base one here. Then we have the stage 1, which is he gets like sleeves and sort of like, yeah, I think he only gets sleeves, like a better pattern on his shirt too. Then you get the vest. Now personally I think he could have done with just like, not really a vest here, but like a better hoodie. Because I think this stage this might be one of the best. This is probably the best stage, I think. He's got the mask and like the little hood here. And then we get into this. He's got like his coat here. No, he doesn't look it. This one turns you from being a pretty slim skin into being like Wukong over here, like a pretty like fat skin. But there was a glitch where you're like, no, it works now, but when you would crouch down, these things would, your little coattails would like stiffen and it would look really weird. But yeah, and then you've got him like glowing here, like the pink lightning and stuff. So yeah, that's Drift. Next we have the Enforcer. Now, this skin was just, it was kind of a disappointment. I think this skin gets brushed off as like everyone jumped on the Visitor saying that was a disappointment, but this skin, this is not a good skin, in my opinion. Like everyone was saying that, like when the Visitor came out, they were saying he was a bad skin, but the Enforcer is just not. He's very plain. He's not really like unique, really. Yeah. Well, this guy was the season 5 skin that you got for completing all 7 weeks. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about him, except I don't really like this skin. But yeah. Next we have the Omega. The Omega is the tier 100 skin for season 4. Yeah. Now, this was saying the pairing to Carbide. So first you have the base here, just kind of plain. I think I like him with like both the little like helmet things you get. I don't really like those. I think they look better with just the like mask here. So you have the Omega, then you get the chest piece, which is probably the worst out of any of them. Then you get the legs and then the arms. I think this is probably the best one, like sort of out there. But then you got the mask here. I didn't get the max tier of him either. So you could make his color like green, purple, or orange here. So yeah, next we have Power Cord. Now, Power Cord used to be a rare skin. Like it only came out once ever for a while. But then it got released again, and that's when I bought it the second time. And then it got released again, and then it just became like not rare anymore. That's kind of what happens with a lot of these skins now that people are wanting. I only bought 2 of these like rare skins, but yeah. Next we have Ragnarok, which is the tier 100 skin for season 5. So now he looks pretty bland, just without any of his clothes on. Now this is probably the biggest change. He's got better hair, better clothes here. Then he's got this. This is kind of not really that big of a change, but yep, stage 2 here. Then you got stage 3, kind of get like shoulder pads and stuff. And then stage 4, which is the skull thing. And I don't have max of him either, but yeah, he's looking alright. But next we have Raptor. Now Raptor is a pretty good skin. I kind of like him. He, you would think he's kind of like a dinosaur skin. I don't have any of the dinosaur skins actually, but yeah, he is sort of, he's gotten remade twice. Well, only once, but he's gonna get remade in a bit. He sort of he got remade in the Havoc, and I don't have the Havoc, but and then he got remade. He's gonna get remade as the Frostbite. No, the Frostbite skin. But yeah, he's kind of like he's a pretty basic skin. Like there's these Norse gods and stuff, and whatever Raven is here, and he's just like a guy, but he's still pretty cool skin. And yeah. Next we have a Raven, which I think is my favorite skin, like, ever. This is the first skin I bought. I think it's just a really cool skin. Like, it's kind of got, like, a sort of bird theme, but I don't really like its back bling. That's kind of the only problem with it. But yeah, I think Raven's just an overall good skin. Next we have Red Knight, which is kind of the pairing to Black Knight, but you could buy this one in the shop. And this skin used to be rare as well. You could only buy it in Season 2, and they said, oh, Season 2 exclusive. But like, unless it's like an event exclusive skin, I would never trust Epic Games if they're saying that it's limited time, because I think every skin that they've said is like limited time gotten put back, well, except for the Ghoul Trooper, and I would have to assume that the Christmas skins are gonna come back. But yeah, so they brought back the Red Knight, brought back the Skull Trooper, brought back Power Core, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Yeah, Red Knight, pretty good skin. A lot of people's favorite skin. I don't really see why, but yep. So next we have the Rose Team Leader here. Now the Rose Team Leader, I don't really like this skin. When these skins got leaked, and its counterpart here, when they got leaked, everyone was surprised that these things were going to be legendary. Like, this skin doesn't really look legendary. It looks like, what do you call it? Like, rare at most, but sort of a, it's an alright skin. You get this for, buying Save the World before these skins came out. So if you bought Save the World before these skins were out, you would have them. Which is kind of weird, but yeah. Yeah, I bought Save the World actually like 2 days before these skins came out because it was 50% off. So yeah. Now Skye Stalker. This is, I like this skin, Skye Stalker. When It got leaked. I was like, this dude doesn't. My only complaint is that he's kind of like a bigger skin, like Wukong and full stage drift. Like he's kind of. When I saw the lease for it, I thought the skin would be thinner, but it's all right. I'll use him sometimes. Like this was the big skin that I had like was hyped for, I guess. But yeah, it's the Skye Stalker. This dude came out the same time as the gas grenade release, so like late season 4. And yeah. Next we have the Spider Knight. Now the Spider Knight is, I really like this skin. It's not only because it like kind of looks like Black Knight, but it's just a fire skin, I think. Now it's got a pretty nice back bling, the spider shield, and I think it's kind of cool. He's got like a little dagger on the side of his belt there, and yeah, he's kind of just an overall cool skin, I think. So next we have the Visitor here. Now the Visitor was the first blockbuster skin, probably one of the most hyped skins ever. I think this is why people disliked the skin more than they disliked the Enforcer, because everyone was hyped for this skin. They thought it was going to be like one of the best skins ever. Then it came out and it was only like mediocre, which if this skin had just come out in the shop, no one would hate it, but people would just think it was like a decent skin. But since everyone was like grinding for it and it was all like hard to get, people were like disappointed. I think that's why they didn't really have that much of like high hopes for the Enforcer. But yep, the Visitor, he's got selectable styles for his face. I think this was the one that he was sort of like supposed to have like normally. I think this is the one I mostly use, the visualizer here. But then I think most people like the smile better, and then that's like anime right there, but I don't really use that. But yeah, let's come into Valor here. Now Valor was fun fact about season 4, it was the only season to have 3 legendary skins in its battle pass. So they were Carbide here, Omega, and then in the middle, the tier 71, which is usually like an epic skin. For this season it was the Swarm, and for season 5 it was kind of the it was the Rook, and then season 3 it was like the Dark Void. Oh crap! Wait, let me see. Yeah, never mind. It was the Dark Voyager, but there was only 2 skins in that one because season 3 had its tier 1 was just the mission specialist. But yeah, I'm not gonna go into that. But yeah, the Valor is sort of like a kind of a plain skin. It's alright, but yeah, I've never really used this skin that much. Next we have Warpaint, and this was the counterpart to the Rose Team Leader. Now the Warpaint is also, you get this for buying Save the World before these skins came out. And it kind of like, I like this one better, even though a lot of people like the Rose Team Leader better. I think this one had a better back bling as well. But yeah, pretty good skin. Next we have the Wildcard. Now the Wildcard is one of my favorite skins as well. Now you can sort of like, you can change his mask here for any suit of cards. So you've got diamonds, spades, hearts, and clubs here. So, I use spades because that's kind of like my favorite suit of cards. But this dude's got a white suit and just like a black tie. Just kind of different from the other, there's other two, suit skins, which are Jack Gordon and John Wick. But, yeah, I think this dude's sort of just like pretty cool skin. Like, he kind of reminds me of a Payday, the game, where you kind of like do the heist and stuff. But yeah, kind of like the mask and stuff reminds me of that. But yeah, so I don't know why I just like this skin. And he is also a event exclusive. Well, I should have said this. The Deadfire is a event exclusive skin for the Fortnite mirrors, and Wildcard is a event exclusive skin for the high stakes event. So yeah, that's gonna conclude this video. I'm only gonna do the legendary skins for this video. I'll do the epic skins and the emotes and all the other things in next videos. So yeah, it's been LSAT to FCert, signing out.